Essentially, I believe Drake fucks with J Prince. J Prince fucks with Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford is beefing with Meg. I think that's why Drake is probably just kind of holding his corner.
What's good, RIZZLE fam? Looks like Drake decided to reveal the nasty truth about what really happened between Megan and Tory and how she lied about the whole story. Just a week ago, news broke that Tory Lanez caught a third felony charge, and things are looking ugly for him. Since he smacked August Alsina in October, he's been put under house arrest. Now, he'll also have to face the Megan charge in court. It's hard to believe, but if found guilty, he could be gone for 22 to 24 years. From 2020 until now, people on the internet have been picking and choosing between Megan and Tory. Some believe that Megan was right, and others think that she was straight up lying about what happened between the two of them. One person who's on Tory's side and is calling Megan cap is Drake, who just recently exposed Megan for what she did. He sent a clear message to her, and he got a lot of people backing him up too. But to give you a bit of context, the incident involving these two reportedly took place in the Hollywood Hills during the summer of 2020. Allegedly, stuff went down between Megan and Tory after a party at Kylie Jenner's house. According to the press story, everyone was having a nice time until Tory started arguing with Megan's friend who was in the car with them as they were on their way back home. The verbal argument ended the wrong way, needless to say. After Megan left the car for the second time, Tory allegedly pulled out a gun on Megan due to his frustration and shot at her multiple times from the window of his SUV. She got hit with one of the bullets and it injured her foot. Luckily, no more harm was done to anyone else. The police responded quickly to the scene of the incident. They took Megan to the hospital where she underwent a surgery, according to what she said in the press. There's been a lot of talk about this incident ever since it took place. Megan claims that the event traumatized her for life and completely changed her perspective on some things. She appeared on multiple shows, speaking of how she felt after the incident and how she got lucky that her injuries weren't more severe. But she also got called out for lying. But what did she lie about? Well, that's kind of complicated, but bear with me here. Some problems started piling up from that very night when the cops came to pick Megan up. She never told the police that she was shot by Tory. They thought that she had a foot injury because she stepped on a piece of broken glass. Only 3 days later did Megan actually confirm publicly that she got shot. But more interestingly, she only disclosed that the person who shot her was Tory Lanez on August 20th, basically a month after the incident happened.
Since y'all hoes so worried about it, yes, this nigga Tory shot me. You shot me. And you got your publicists and your people going to these blogs lying and shit. Stop lying.
Megan came forward a few weeks late because Tory, or more specifically the people who work for him, publicly lied about the situation on several occasions. Megan could have let this incident slide, but because of Tory's team, she got pissed and she decided to disclose all the details about that night. Megan and Stallion and Tory Lanez have been going back and forth on social media since then, dissing on each other every possible occasion. A lot of people unfollowed Megan on Instagram at some point this year. Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Drake, and several others unfollowed her too. People suspected that all these celebs know something that we don't. All the loopholes in her storytelling, plus the fact that celebrities were unfollowing her on social media, that doesn't look well at all. And the general public really started to believe that her story might be a big old fat lie. DJ Academics also commented on the situation that we got going on between Tory Lanez and Megan. According to DJ Ac, it makes sense that Drake would side with Tory, and it's because they have a common enemy. And this is how. During one of his streams, DJ Ac said,
Essentially, I believe Drake fucks with J Prince. J Prince fucks with Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford is beefing with Meg. I think that's why Drake is probably just kind of holding his corner.
Everyone knows how much trouble Megan and her former record label boss Carl Crawford have been through. The two didn't part ways so nicely, and they're still not communicating. But Drake decided to pick a fight of his own with Megan, not just through Crawford. See, Drake and 21 Savage dropped their much-anticipated album, Her Loss, on November 4th, 2022. Some of the songs from the album are highly controversial and address extremely sensitive topics. One such topic is misogyny. On his track Circo Loco, Drake did indeed go loco. He decided to use the double entendre that can be looked at from different angles, some of which are not so nice at all because they hint at an incident that's still going on. So here's the catch. In the very first verse of the track, Drake raps, "This bitch lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling." Drake cleverly used the double reference here to keep things as ambiguous as possible. However, folks online are seriously convinced that Drake sent shots at Megan Thee Stallion with this one, not someone else. Yes, you could say that the reference was not about Megan, but about a random girl who's getting Botox, or perhaps even Elkie the Stallion, an Instagram model, but most likely he wanted to say something else. Megan Thee Stallion is lying about getting shot at. Just 60 minutes after the Her Loss album was released, Megan Thee Stallion logged in her Twitter account and started posting tweets about the fact that Drake is taking shots at her on one of his tracks. The first tweet said, "I know I'm very popular, but y'all gotta stop attacking weekend conspiracy theories and bars to my name. LOL. Dudes, nor ever address me or at me with a fact or receipts. I am clout, but keep sucking my pussy." Then it was rather obvious that she responded to Drake and nobody else. She didn't use his name, but we got the message. Meg wrote, "Stop using my shooting for clout, bitch. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot at? You especially, rappers are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she said one of y'all homeboys abused her? But why would Drake himself get involved in this beef? Is he a Megan hater? Does he support Tory Lanez? Well, Drake and Tory are kind of connected, and not just because they're both Canadian artists. They did call each other on a few tracks, but it was nothing more than a few love taps, and never truly hated each other. On the contrary, Tory Lanez even said on one occasion that he's a true fan of Drake and his music. He said,
"All I want to do is rap, you know, and I'm a fucking Drake fan."
Then again, could Drake be dissing Megan because he wants to see Tory beat his recent case? Could be. Otherwise, it doesn't make much sense. He's actually risking losing a big portion of his fan base, given a lot of his listeners are black women. Plenty of people still firmly believe that Tory is going to be fine. Some people are also disappointed that a lot of celebrities, such as Tory, are being called out on the internet way before any proof of their guilt is shown. One comment wrote, "The fact that being objective and getting a guy a fair chance is misogynistic is beyond crazy and shows what's wrong with society." Others hinted at the fact that Tory might not get a fair case since there's a bias for cases in court that involve women. We all know Stallion loses this case, nothing will happen to her in her career. If anything, she'll get praises for being so brave. You already know women can't be wrong in this generation. In the end, Drake only referenced the incident from 2020 because he wanted to get some attention and raise the number of listeners for this album. Maybe he doesn't even care about the beef between Megan and Tory. He's just riding the wave to get some clout, nothing more. What do y'all think is the real reason why Drake decided to expose Megan Thee Stallion by calling cap on our allegations? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to check this next one out. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button, and as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE.